This is another Dubois County 4-H Fair report on WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter, and I am in the Clover Pavilion. Now, we want you to know we're recording this on a Tuesday when at times it rained really heavy and at times it was really nice. So who knows what's going to happen during this report. We're going to be talking with four people who are from Forest Park, and they're different members of different clubs over in the Ferdinand area. We'll start off with you ladies first, okay? They said you had to go first. Tell us your name and what projects you had at the fair.
My name's Linda Jacob, and I take beef, dairy, and sheep.
And do you do any of the other odd projects? I shouldn't say odd, but...
No.
All right. Now, tell me about you said beef, dairy, and sheep. For those that don't know, what's the difference between beef and dairy?
Beef cows are used for beef products like your hamburgers and like your mostly meats, and dairy cows are used for like your milk, cheese, and like other products like that.
All right. Then what about, you have sheep? Yes. Are they market lambs? Are they wool?
They are market lambs. We don't use. They don't have wool.
Do you come from a farm?
Yes.
So these are animals that you raise kind of on a regular basis. When did you pick out your beef cattle?
In the month of January, whenever we had to bring them over here to get tagged and weighed.
How did you know that you wanted that cow or steer?
It stood out from the rest and looked the best.
And how does it look now compared to then?
A lot better.
So you made a good choice? All right, then you got to feed it. What are you feeding it? Anything special, or you have a regimen you have to feed it?
Nothing special. It's just a normal like hay and grain mix. Nothing like, it's not like show feed or anything. Just something normal and cheaper.
You just raise it like you would raise any other cow. Okay. All right. Now we're going to talk to you, and your name is
Travis Haug.
Travis. Now you tell us about what you have here at the fair.
I have swine and beef cattle.
And do you have any other exhibits other than livestock?
Potatoes.
Potatoes? How'd your potatoes do?
They got a blue ribbon this year.
Okay. Well, that's good. Was it hard to raise potatoes?
Not really. No.
You just stick them in the ground? What's the trick?
Sand.
Sand? Okay. Why would that be?
Makes the ground fertile.
Okay. And so you did good you did okay on potatoes, because a grand champion potato is better than a blue, but all right. Now let's talk about the animals that you have. What do you have here again?
Beef and swine.
Tell me about your swine. We haven't talked about swine yet.
What do you want to know about them?
Well, what kind of, you got barrels, gilts?
Oh, okay. We got 3 barrels and 3 gilts this year.
So okay. And who's your brother?
Tyler Haug.
Okay, who had the better hog?
I'd say I did this year.
Okay. Well, how'd you do?
I got second in one of my classes, and that's about it.
Have you done showmanship yet?
Yes.
And how'd you do there?
I was told I did really good, but I don't know.
Okay. Now the judge is going to ask you some questions, right, about your animal, your swine. What sort of questions do they ask, and what's the answer?
What do you like about your pig and what you don't like? And for me, I answered, I like how my pig looks lean, but I dislike that how it leads and stuff, and I wish it would be more tamer, which means I should work with it more.
So you're using a cane to kind of just guide it around. Swine just free wheels around the arena, doesn't it?
Depends if you have a show pig or a market pig, and we bring market pigs, not show pigs, so it was really hard for showmanship to get the pig to lead around when you have a market pig.
And are you coming from a farm then?
Yes.
So you raise these swine? Is this like normal swine for you?
Yeah, swine's normal, but my uncle raises them for us.
Okay. And then do you lease it from him, or are they actually your swine?
He raises them for us. Okay. It's a family thing.
All right, now we're going to move over to this side. And your name is?
Dylan Bays.
And Dylan, tell us what you had here at the fair.
I got 2 beef cows. I got a red Angus heifer, and I got a Hereford heifer.
So what's the difference between a Hereford heifer? It's kind of hard to say, and a red.
Well, a red Angus heifer, she's red, and a Hereford's I got a white-faced Hereford, so it's just a little different breed.
Is there a difference in what the judge looks for, or are they basically judged the same way?
Well, it kind of depends on what class you put it in. I put my red Angus in feeder class, so they're going to judge a feeder calf a little bit different than like the commercial and stuff.
Educate me a little bit. A feeder calf meaning what?
Like raised for butcher and stuff like that.
And did you pick these in January like she did, or when did you pick your animals?
I didn't mind December, a month before. I like to get them broke before I bring them over to first weigh-in. That way they're easy to get in and out.
So you start working with them when they're really little.
Yeah, pretty little. Yeah.
How big was it when you started?
Probably 350 pounds, maybe.
And then now how big is it?
The one's 1020 and the other's 740.
Have you ever lost a cow in the arena?
No.
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 Okay. So you own those cows, or they belong? I mean, you control them.
Yeah, yeah.
And there you're just using a rope and a halter, correct?
Yeah.
What's the trick with that? Because I've done that showmanship before as a celebrity showmanship, and it didn't go so well for me. Well, I don't know what I was doing wrong. What's the trick?
I don't know. I just keep a stiff arm, and if they ever try to budge, I just hold them where they need to be and show them who's boss.
Now, do you have anything else out here?
No, just cows this year.
So no potatoes?
No potatoes.
Okay. Just cows is all you bring, but that's enough. All right. And then your name?
Wade Leonard.
And Wade, what do you have out here at the fair?
Just beef.
Just beef. What beef do you have?
Black Angus. Me and then my girlfriend, Allie Pun. She's got a Charolais.
Well, Allie Pun, she wins a lot of different things. You going to beat her this year?
Probably not. She had to get the good one.
She didn't win in the goats, though. That I do know. I mean, I don't want to rub that in or anything. I don't want to get in any kind of trouble. When do you pick your beef?
Well, this year we didn't take steers and then have to come to weigh in, so it was probably like April whenever we picked ours out, which they were already kind of tame, so it didn't really matter.
Have you ever lost an animal?
This is the first year I'm ever showing beef. We always took swine. My dad always had swine, and then this is the first year we got out of swine. So
he's a rookie. Are you guys teaching him, or is he? Does he have any idea what he's doing?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Is he?
He's got her down pat.
Does he? All right. Do you feed your animal anything special, or you just kind of whatever it is?
we put a ultrafill and depth charge and fortifier in it, but that just most of that's just for their skin, and then ultrafill that beefs it up just a little bit more. It ain't nothing special like show cows, but
okay. Now you guys all fluff them up and clean them up and spray stuff on the back of them, right? What's your technique? What's your special trick? You don't. You just let yours go.
I just wash them and brush them down, make them look nice, I guess.
Yeah, most of us just got cows to bring from home. We don't really get into it.
We just like to be here.
You just like to be. You just having a good time.
Show cows fluff up theirs. They use hairspray and all that, but most people we have farm raised cows, so we just kind of let them be. If they're nice, they're nice. If they're not, they're not. It's kind of just plain and simple. Nothing special.
I'm down with that. Now, you guys have mentioned show cows and regular cows. How do you know the difference until they're older?
Show cows, they have really long hair. If you haven't noticed that, they're really fluffy looking and they look like a big pill walking around. That's a show cow. Because farm raised cows, they're really slick because they lost their winter hair, so it's short for the summer so they don't get hot. But show cows, they have it long because people keep them cooler so their hair stays long.
So show cows are just fluff, no real meat, no substance to those cows. All right, I didn't ask you, do you have anything else? Oh, you said just beef. All right, now each of you can tell me what's the best part about being in 4-H. We'll start with you.
Just seeing all your friends all week and all night and all day.
Being with your friends.
Taking off work and coming over here, hanging out with the animals all week and my buddies.
Okay.
Camping and hanging out with my buddies.
So you stay here in the barns or someplace. Are you on a tug-of-war team? Yeah. You are. What's the team?
American Beef.
The American Beef. Have you guys ever won?
I think they won last year, but I didn't come last year. I had a broken arm.
Oh, okay. Anybody else on a tug-of-war team?
St. Henry.
St. Henry's always one of the perennial favorites, but I don't know. Maybe these guys. Who's better?
Well, St. Henry usually always does good, but they stacked their team this year, so.
Have to see how that goes. And that, by the way, is Thursday night in the grandstand area. I think around 7 or 7:30 is when that starts. All right. Well, thanks to each of you for coming on, being on WJTS in.form. We wish you the best of luck here at the Dubois County 4-H Fair. I'm Bill Potter, thanking you for watching WJTS in.form. We're local people watching local people.